Hey guys, it's Cody 1983 here,
Andy Tachi 9695.
and this is our new bit. We're gonna call it Random Ramble, where this is gonna be a bit where we basically take some maybe news or just basically anything that we find
Just
kind of weird in
could be
gaming
could be gaming, could be TV, movies, just whatever.
yeah, and we ramble on about it for 15 minutes.
Well, not really 15 minutes, about 10 minutes or so for the actual ramble.
But yeah, guys, and
So I bet,
and what we're
so I bet
gonna
you're wondering what our
and
topic
what
is
we're
for
gonna
today.
yeah.
Bet you're wondering what the topic is for today. Well, I'm here to tell you that we are going to talk about Capcom and their successes as well as their failures. Not that this game in particular is a failure, just everything that came after it. Anyway, all right. So which one should we cover first, the successes or the failures?
Let's go with the failures.
The failures first. We're
Because
gonna
I got one word. Yeah, because I got one word for it.
one word.
Stop! Stop!
Okay. You see
Just
this?
stop!
You see this? This is enough. This is enough. That was enough for Street Fighter 4. Super Street Fighter 4, I saw it coming because it's Capcom. That's what they do with Street Fighter. But other than that, what was the point?
I don't know.
I can tell we're lagging. But we're gonna try and get through this. But I mean, okay, I understand Super Street Fighter 4 because, Capcom and that's what they do. It's just Capcom. But Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition, eh. I guess you had to make something for this thing just to give it some sort of a launch base. But other than it's now they're making what, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and I mean they already made Arcade Edition. So this is just ridiculous. Street Fighter is like probably, if I had to choose their most milked franchise, it's probably this. Just because they put out way too many games for it. You got anything to say, Cody?
I like the Street Fighter franchise in general,
Well, yeah.
but they just went way too far with it now. Some people call it Call of Duty syndrome. They make the same game over and over again, but
It's exactly what it is.
or does DBZ syndrome really? Because DBZ did the same thing,
Hey,
but
hey, look! It's a completely original boss battle.
they just did 5 minutes ago.
I'll admit, DBZ games are getting a little repetitive, especially in terms of story, because, they've basically exhausted the story of Dragon Ball Z. I mean, what can they do? Oh, we can't go back to Dragon Ball, or we can't go to Dragon Ball GT. We have to stick with Z, because Z is the most popular, and
Z's only the most popular because you keep pushing it out. But
Exactly.
again, we're not rambling about Capcom, so let's get back on
Right,
topic.
right. We're rambling about, these
Dragon
people,
Ball.
these people here. This is our topic, even though it's, like, mirrored, because Google Plus. Anyway.
Google Plus works. Shut up.
It works,
But
but it mirrors me.
okay.
It's like I'm looking into a mirror. Anyway. So yeah. And I guess we should also talk about their other failures. I guess I've heard Resident Evil 6 was bad. I know Resident Evil was a Capcom franchise. Uh, oh, and then here's the funny thing about that too. They recently, I think they said that they were gonna make Resident Evil restaurants and theme park attractions and all this other crazy stuff because the Resident Evil fan base is getting old. Like they're like in their late 30s when that's like the biggest demographic for games. I'm assuming you've had a bit more Resident Evil experience than I have though, because I've had absolutely none. What about you?
I haven't really had any. I played it maybe once, and I enjoyed it because it's basically it was a zombie game before zombie games were kind of cool. Of course, other than Dead Rising.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and I think the more common complaint about recent Resident Evil games is that they're not scary or whatever. Uh, I don't know. But let me see. I'm trying to think of something else before we move on to their main failure. Nothing's coming to me. So I guess we should go ahead and talk about what started this. I guess Mega Man.
Actually, let's talk about their. Let's yeah, that is their main failure. That is their main failure.
Okay.
But it was also their main. In my opinion, it was their main failure. But it was also their main success.
Exactly.
So how do you take that and mess that up? How?
Let's see. Keiji Inafune leaves. They don't know what to do. They cancel Mega Man games left and right. They're just.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You got you got the character, and yes, you may not know what to do, but you can make something work. I mean, of course, you did it with Street Fighter. Just copy the game and make more.
Yeah, you keep doing this with Street Fighter. I mean, just take the engines from your from one of your past Mega Man games and make another one of those. Just do something with it.
And add a new story. That's all you need is a new story. But also, it would be so easy to hire somebody to write the story for it. I mean, that's the easiest part.
Well, I'll admit, writing a story for a game is a little different than writing one for a movie, but in the case of Mega Man, there's probably tons of people out there that would be willing to work on a Mega Man game. There's so many Mega Man fans out there that are so disappointed by Capcom's utter shunning of Mega Man that they're just like, you know what? We're gonna make our own games because I mean, like Street Fighter Cross Mega Man was a fan-made game that Capcom just said, "Here's a Mega Man game." And then of course there's a recently released Mega Man Unlimited, I think it was called. I downloaded it. I've only played it like once, but it's another fan-made game. But Capcom has not said anything about it. I don't think. But yeah, it was. It plays like a Mega Man game, so at least there's that, I guess. But they're just not doing anything with them. And I mean, like it's gotten so far. Like I even heard that Keiji Inafune asked for the rights to Mega Man so he could complete Legends 3, but Capcom just said no.
Yeah.
So Keiji Inafune's like, all right, fine. You want to play it that way? I'll play that way. I'm gonna make a Kickstarter. I'm gonna call my new game Mighty Number 9. I'm gonna get most of the team that worked on the original Mega Man game, get them to come over here, and we're gonna make a game that's kind of like Mega Man, but it's not Mega Man. And it succeeds because it's got the Mega Man team behind it. People know these people. You know, and not to mention Keiji Inafune, one of the creators of Mega Man, is behind this. So like, of course, everyone sees this and they see that it plays kind of like Mega Man. So they're like, finally. So they just hop on board. So kind of amusing. But anyway, we're getting a little long into the thing, I think. I'm not able to check how long exactly we've been recording, but I'm assuming it's been about 5 minutes or so.
Yes, and if you can see my face, the reason I keep looking down is my phone keeps going off, and well, it's life, people. Yeah, we're trying to do YouTube, but it's life.
Life.
So I would like to apologize for that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You're currently on the
that's
big
pretty
screen
much
right
it.
now. You're currently on the big screen right now, but I'm probably gonna get on it because I have because I'm the one that can probably talk about their successes the most because it's just one series for me
Yeah,
really. But
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney. By the way, this is the Ace Attorney manga. It is awesome. It's amazing. Seriously, buy it. Like, go to your local bookstore that sells manga. Just buy this. Any Ace
Buy
Attorney.
it.
If you're an Ace
It's a
Attorney
lot.
fan, go buy this. This is awesome. Also, these games right here. These are awesome. Play them in order though. So, first game, second game, third game. But I mean, this series shows that Capcom can make something good. They can do good things. The writing is excellent. I mean, the gameplay is obviously not all that interactive because, it's a story-driven game and it's a visual novel of sorts. But, it's a fun series, especially if you like fun plots that don't really take themselves seriously all the time. And, you know, it's just a fun series.
Yeah, I'm not throwing my hair at you. How do you feel about that?
Guy breaks down in the first case. I hate you. Yeah.
He's wearing a
He's
toupee, and he throws his
wearing a toupee, just
If you don't think
takes
that,
his toupee off, just
if you
throws it
don't
at
think,
Phoenix.
if you don't think that's funny, you're crazy. I'm sorry, but you are. That is just too hilarious.
There's a lot of moments in the games that are hilarious. I mean, like in this one, Trials and Tribulations. The prosecutor throws a cup of coffee at your face twice, at least.
That's Godot, right?
Yeah, it's Godot. He's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I think this series basically just exemplifies that Capcom can do something good. They just have to try. They have to actually make the game. And yeah, I have all the Ace Attorney games that were released in the United States, even the digital-only Dual Destinies, which is awesome. I mean, all I'm basically trying to say is, Capcom, you can be good. You can gain my respect back. Just make Mega Man and stop milking the Street Fighter franchise. I mean, one spin-off,
Milk,
okay,
milk, milk,
fine. Two,
milk.
you're pushing it. Three, that's enough. Just stop.
And oh yeah, one more thing. I don't know whose idea it was to not use Mega Man in a video game of any sort. But but Nintendo used Mega Man.
In Smash...
A rival,
He's
a
going to
rival
be
company.
in Smash...
A rival company.
Well, no, it's not really a rival
That's
company
a
because
rival.
The thing is, Nintendo's not really a rival company to Capcom because Capcom is a third-party developer and Nintendo's obviously first-party. They're two completely different things. Nintendo publishes on their own consoles, and really, Capcom putting Mega Man in the game, I think Capcom's going to get at least a little bit of the money for that. I'm not sure how that works. I mean, I know Nintendo obviously had to buy licensing rights or whatever. I know they probably had to pay Capcom to put him in the game, but at least someone is doing something with the Blue Bomber. You know, Super Smash Brothers. People have been wanting Mega Man in Super Smash Brothers since Melee. I mean, he was a really popular suggestion for a long time, and now Nintendo has finally said, all right, fine, we're seeing that Capcom's not doing anything with this character, let's use it in our game, our fighting franchise that's like, you know, that is loved by tons of people. Just, I mean, Melee was the best selling game on the GameCube, and Brawl is one of the best selling games on the Wii. So I mean, it's a series that's going to sell well no matter what Nintendo console it's on. And it's pretty much a guarantee for every new Nintendo console. I mean, especially now that they've announced the version for the 3DS. They're going to put one on every single console now, even their handhelds. Oh, you're kidding me. I apologize for that. If you guys saw that. Which you probably did. Anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Capcom. You got anything else?
Yeah, I actually have one more thing. I like the franchise. Like I said, I like the franchise in a whole. I like what they did. I like Street Fighter. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, but I like Final Fight. I'm not really sure if that's by them, even though that is a spinoff. I'm not really sure if that's by that company.
I think it is.
Like their style.
Actually, I do think Final Fight is a Capcom franchise because I think one of the main characters from Final Fight was in Marvel vs. Capcom.
He was in Cap. Okay.
If they're in Marvel vs. Capcom for the Capcom side, then they're probably Capcom. Actually, they are Capcom, but you know. So I think that's all we have to say on Capcom. They can do good, and they can also be, oh, excuse me, really, really bad. So yeah, I guess that's about it.
Yeah. Peace out, guys. See you in the next ramble.
Yep. See you guys later.